Bueno, gente, volvemos. Y hay que seguir investigando. Opa, ¿y esta? La chupa muy bien.
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
Eh. Bueno, a mí lo deja así, los videos. Pero bueno. Primero observamos y después hablamos.
This woman appears to be a smoker.
Y... está medio complicado, no sé si... Dale, amigo. Ah, ha pagado además.
She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop.
Ok. Hola. Un gusto.
How much are your lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That'll be 5 pence, kind sir.
Acusarla de mentir sobre el precio. Y... preguntarles el precio de 2 lechugas.
And what if I take 2?
Well, 2 are 10 pence, so what do you want?
Nothing, thank you. They do not look very fresh. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you'll hear about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
No
Did
sé,
you
parece
speak
una
to the
mentira.
victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
Please try and help me, madame.
Why should I help you? For your beautiful moustache?
Qué desgraciada.
Come on, move along now. You're scaring away my customers.
Please, do not be ridiculous.
Que fue al estanque.
I know that you went to the tobacco shop yesterday.
Well,
Recordarle
It is
la...
your duty to tell me if you saw something unusual.
who do you think you are telling me what to do? Get away from my stall!
Qué molesta la puta madre. Ay, Dios mío, esta piba.
You again? I've nothing to say.
Piba tiene algo que ver tiene. Sospechoso, bueno. 1.50. Gente, una verdadera fuma. Debería ser está. Ok. Molesta, Dios mío, qué molesta.
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
No, please, leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk later.
I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Maravilloso.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her.
Bien, bien, bien.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Dale. Sí, el cuerpo fue descubierto hacia... ¿Pero ahí está? Acá. In situ. No sé qué será esto.
Mrs. Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated...
No, o sea que la mataron en el mismo lugar. Uy, amigo. No, la presencia de una IA en el mostrador. Son 3. Carta firmada, ausencia de asesino, puede ser. Esto también. Listo. Bueno. He dejado modo de firma, maravilla.
The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
Bien. Vamos a pensar un poquito más. Podemos determinar la franja horaria en la que la señora asesinada. Diría que no. ¿Qué hacía cuando la asesinaron? Tenemos que interrogar un poquito más. Tenemos que interrogar. Bien. Útiles. Ay no, estoy llorando, amigo. No. Listo.
Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable.
Bien.
There are cigarette packets in a mess on the shelf.
Yo me gustaría ver. Yo creo que es el mismo. La piba está re mintiendo la verdulera. Está triste. No me
Is
digas.
that it sincere?
Está medio complicada. Modesta. Pañuelo. Ni una lágrima. Bueno, puede ser.
She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile.
No pasa nada, no pasa nada. Un poco de nuestro mostacho ayuda a todos. No, amigo, qué desgracia. Deja de
You are
llorar.
very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
Pero, amigo, no seas tan hijo.
Did not have any children. Is that correct?
No, she was separated from her husband.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
¿Alguna vez pensó que no sé si él tenía miedo de su marido? Yo
You
creo
were
que
not very surprised when you heard what happened?
Oh, but I was. You see, it was a nasty piece of work, but up until yesterday it was just empty threats. He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
¿En serio? Divorcio habría sido una solución para... Si alguien... Bueno, sí, por las
Did your
enfermedades.
aunt enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
Ok.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
Ah, bueno. Me forzó a darle dinero puede ser. Preguntarle si su tía tenía algún motivo para ayudar a su marido. Preguntarle si su tía tenía algún motivo para ayudar a su marido. Yo creo que...
Did Franz Asher extort this money from her?
No, no, she didn't let him intimidate her. She gave the money quite willingly.
Qué raro, ¿eh?
He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle.
Y... puede ser, nos sirvió de que... El marido no sé si lo hubiese
Please
matado.
take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jack said. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
Sí. Le daba dinero y todo, o sea que... Qué guapo. O sea, no me bromen, a mí se está sacando de la cera. Ay. Soy un egocéntrico. A ver. Su amiga confirma que es violento, pero tenía miedo a su mujer. Su tía le daba su dinero por semana. Por semana, tío. Creo que todavía no. Todavía falta, todavía falta. Opa. Ah, será el marido. Uf, amigo.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customers away.
Permiso. Voy a ir a... Salam. Che, señora, ¿me voy a sacar esto?
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
Yo sé, por eso los quiero
A
agarrar.
bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
Ah, bueno. Está bien, no pasa nada. ¿Qué habrá tirado?
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's
¡No! No, ni...
Bodley. The fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information. Mary Drower was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband.
Lindo, qué lindo saberlo, ¿eh?
A box of new stockings.
Ah, salam.
He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to sober him up.
Ese vinagre, ¿sabes cómo se despierta de una? Amigo, no, 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 ya está. Hola. ¿Sabes que le debes dinero?
Your
Puta madre.
fruit is rotten.
What? A foreigner dares to say that?
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Enough lies.
It's not lies. But you're not quite as clever as what you think.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She
Okay.
owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. You want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that
No
case,
colabora.
I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Tomá, amiga, me molesta que sos.
Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But instead I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
Okay.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Huh.
Did you see anything unusual in the shop?
No. Well, maybe one thing. There was a railway guide on the counter. Alice didn't sell them. Maybe it's the customer who left it there.
Entonces
You
sabía.
were not allowed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France, her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Terrible, esta mujer es
Did you
horrible.
see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
Ok, me sirvió bastante. Si no puedo... Ah... Maravilla.
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Ya está. Ya
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
está, ya está, ya está. Hay dos muertos acá. Vamos a analizar. Observación. El mostrador impedía ver el cuerpo desde la entrada del stand. Ok. No había nadie. El estanco no se veía guías del ferrocarril. No, la franja horaria. Ah, claro. Bien, bastante cerca. Fracción de treta. Bueno, bastante cerca, bastante cerca. Poder reducir esta franja horaria. ¿Por qué? Y no vio. Más o menos algo así. Bien. O sea, entre las y las 6 de la tarde. Bien. Somos tremendos, ¿eh? Es una franja bastante chica, ¿eh? Otra cosa.
Strawberries, 6 pence a pound.
Mirá, qué robo, ¿eh? Me quería vender por 5 y acá por 4. Es malísimo. La France todavía no. Debía de libras. Dinero, ya pesas. No había nadie. Ok. Voy a todo tranquilo. Eso de los puntos de ego. No sé por qué sirve. Vamos, están re buenamente.
The priority is to question Asher.
Bueno.
The priority is to question Asher. He's not in any condition to be questioned.
No pasa
I
nada,
have
no
to
pasa
find
nada.
a way to sober him up.
Olis. Despertate. ¡Pah! Joder,
Melanie,
está.
I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold. I've been talking to the neighbors, and...
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
Bien, bien, bien. Nos tenemos entre las cuerdas. Vamos a inspeccionarlo. Una pelea tuvo y está re borracho.
This man is in rather a bad state.
Bien. Agarrada. Yo veía los puños, tuvo una pelea, realmente. Labio partido. Esto es una pelea, amigo. Yo...
This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol.
¿Qué quieres que te diga? Bonjour, mi señor. No. Me gusta
What
esta.
were you doing yesterday at the time of the crime?
Can't recall.
Y acusarle de algo obvio.
Come on, my friend. Try to remember. It is important.
I'm really sorry, sir, but I don't remember a thing.
I see. But maybe you do remember threatening to kill your wife?
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
Y acusarle de haberse peleado, yo
The
me
truth
voy.
is that someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him.
Clásico,
Very
todo eso.
interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And
Hmm.
you thought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
Y está medio complicado, ¿vale? Hablarle, confiar solo en él, ¿eh?
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Sí, lo mismo no. ¿Qué hacía la señora cuando la asesinaron? Estaba vendiendo cigarros, paquetes de cigarros, y... Bueno. Bueno, basta de... Se va.
The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he is not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
Bien. Bien. Vamos armando las partes, ¿eh? Vamos armando de a poco las partes. ¿Va? Reconstruye las circunstancias del crimen seleccionando las acciones que el asesino pudo efectuar. Reconstrucción.
The killer enters the shop.
Sí. Avanzar.
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer.
Sí. Pedir.
The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
Sí. Y colocar.
He then places the ABC on the counter before leaving.
The ABC was not found like that. We are not far from the solution, Hastings. Would you mind if we thought about it a little more?
Ah, bueno, pensé dar la vuelta era darse la vuelta. No, me brava pensar. Dar la
He
vuelta.
then places the ABC upside down before leaving.
Bien.
Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what
¿Por
happened.
qué tenés que especificar que da la vuelta? No sé, son una cosa re delicados, son re delicados. Bueno, muy mal.
Asher has a strong alibi and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debt. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No
So
doubt
that-
about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Bien, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
Está el placer de matar, supongo. No hay otra cosa. No puedo creerlo, mira, que falta de respeto.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
The crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has a slight limp on the right foot, and a wart just below his shoulder blade.
Poirot.
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes. Now for the truth. I do not know what the murderer looks like, nor where he lives, nor how to set hands upon him.
What shall we do then? Nothing?
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself soon enough.
Concuerdo.
I thought I heard the postman. Maybe there's some news.
I would go and see.
Y la verdad, yo Pensar. Pienso igual que él, no te voy a mentir, ¿eh?
Daily Flicker, June the 22nd, 1935. Battle over control of bank system. What will the government do for money? Andover, murder of a tobacconist.
Ok. Ok. Sí, calor, ¿eh?
Ah, some cool air.
Hijo, el calor que hace me muero. Diario, ok. Una frutita no te interesa, ¿no?
It is not the right time.
Bueno, qué delicado que sos. De a poquito. Vamos viendo. Opa. Algo capta mi atención. Voy en su búsqueda. Observo y analizo. ABC.
Andover, Hampshire, population 31,200 inhabitants.
Son bastante iguales. Ok. Ah,
No doubt about it. Hastings is going bored.
ay, qué desgraciada, mía.
You're not going to get the post?
Yes, yes, of course.
Pobrecito, amigo, no me digas eso. So handsome. Ya, antes de eso, quiero ver por acá, ¿eh? Me gustan mucho los perros con cultura occidental, la verdad es interesante, es interesante. Tienen que dar siempre las cosas por
Dear
detrás.
Mr. Poirot, well, what do you think? I believe that I won this round. The Andover affair went like clockwork, don't you feel? But the fun has only just started. I would like to draw your attention to Bexhill-on-Sea on the 25th of this month. We're having a crazy time. Best wishes, ABC.
Si el pibe sabe a escribir un writing.
Next crime will be in Bexhill. We must warn Jap to Scotland Yard.
Yeah.
Did the letter indicate anything that might help the police?
To be honest, I think we can already guess something about the next victim. But I need to think about it a little more.
Hacer el tema de... reflexión. Va a ser, como pensaba, iban a ser
Let us
3.
examine this more closely.
Es una máquina de escribir.
Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects. Let us examine the characters in this word. Nothing to report for these characters. Let us examine another word. Let us examine the characters in this word.
Y no entiendo qué es lo que tenemos que hacer.
Dear Mr. Poirot, well, what do you think? I believe that I won this round.
Sí, sí,
We're having a crazy time. Best wishes, ABC.
Y no hay mucho más para ver igual, ¿eh?
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Wow, bueno, está bien la I.
Yes, this I is weird.
Y la coma.
The
Ta, ya
odd
entendí.
characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects.
Ta.
I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
La comilla esta.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Y la W parece que no, ¿eh? Espera.
I don't see anything in particular. Let us look at another word. Let us examine the characters in this word.
Y yo digo que la W igual, ¿eh? La W está
The W is not...
media gastada.
Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects.
Somos buenos.
My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter.
Maravilloso, somos.
Both letters were written on the same typewriter and show the same characteristics.
You surprise me, Poirot. You usually ignore material proof.
But there is nothing usual about this case, Hastings. Nothing must be overlooked.
Concuerdo.
Now try and get our brain cells to work.
Dale. Piensa. A ver. Y entonces el apellido va a ser con B. Pues el siguiente asesino va a ser con B. Y... Voy a hacer el
So,
estilo.
Poirot, have you found something?
Oui, I believe so. But I am afraid it is not enough to stop the murderer. Let us go and see Chief Inspector Chapa. I will explain there.
Está bien. O sea, por lo menos... algo salve. Música muy linda, amigo. Tan relajante. Es un antiguo ebanista. Actualmente no trabaja. Perdón. Es un alcohólico notorio de temperamento violento y agresivo. Amenazaba a menudo de muerte a su mujer. Tras la confirmación de Jap, su coartada parece sólida. Unos 60 años. Esa piba como miente. Ciada. Ah, amigo, no es la pelada. Quiero ver nada. Parece que la puesta nada. Bueno, nos vamos. No pasa nada. Se puede modificar, ok. Estará esperando. Oh. Supongo que espero. Quiero hablar con él un rato.
It may be time to go to Scotland Yard.
Bien. No, parece que no. Nos vamos en taxi.
To Scotland Yard, please.
Bien, vamos. Vaya, a mí me lo confirma. ¿Por qué? No sé. Dios de... Nos faltan 3 días. No hay nada para observar, supongo. Polvo, algo así, sí. Inventario. Y amigo, le gustan las armas, Está re cansado. Mucho de valor, supongo.
Jap has invested a great deal in his career.
Mira, pero fue lo primero que me llamó la atención. Ah, bueno. Misión honorífica. Trofeo de concurso de tiro y mucho. Cuadro de medalla. Bien. Muchas
Jap
medallas.
is an investigator greatly respected by his peers.
Ok. Fue lo primero que me llamó la atención fue el cuadrito acá. Está como diferente.
Like all hunters, Hastings has always been fascinated by weapons.
Y la verdad a mí me pone medio nervioso muchas armas, no te voy a mentir. ¿Qué nos dice el mapa mundial acá?
Alice Asher was murdered in Andover, the ABC killer's first murder.
Bien.
London. I really like this city. One thing is certain, you never get bored here.
Bueno, si usted dice. Y no hay mucho más para ver. Y por acá no hay tampoco mucho para ver, o sea que... No, la cansada, una cara de cansado.
Jap appears to be snowed under.
Taza de café. Té frío. Recién estuvo hablando mal.
Jap appears to already be overloaded with work. My news is not going to improve matters.
Nada. A mí, pobre pega.
Bonjour, Chief Inspector. I am afraid we have some bad news. I have just received another letter signed ABC. The next crime will be on the 25th in Bexhill-on-Sea.
Are you completely sure it's from the same person?
I have compared the two letters. There is no doubt about it.
¿A qué se
I
aplica ahí?
suppose you think he's going to carry out his threats.
Y...
I fear so.
Good God, Poirot. Bexhill is very busy at this time of year, and we have no idea who the next victim will be.
Empieza con B. Acá, mujeres mayores, el apellido comenzará por B.
I suspect that the name of the second victim will start with B.
Por lo menos.
What on earth makes you think such a thing?
I thought about it when I saw the name Asher clearly written over the shop door of the unfortunate woman who was murdered in Andover last month. When I received the letter mentioning Bexhill, I deduced that the victim, like the town, might have been chosen by alphabetical order.
So, it's an alphabet fiend. I'm going to have a list drawn up of all the people whose name starts with B. I hope there aren't too many of them.
Yo tampoco, amigo.
We should leave you to work, Chief Inspector.
You have a few days to prepare yourself.
Thank you for coming, my friends.
Poirot?
Chief Inspector Jap, your call does not bode well.
Indeed, we have
Eso
just
sería la
found the
sociedad.
body of a young woman on the beach in Bexhill. An ABC was placed on the body.
We'll be there as soon as possible.
Excelente. Las dos veces mujeres. Dos veces mujeres. Complicado, ¿eh?
Bexhill is a delightful town. It would be nice to come back and visit.
I do not entirely agree. Walking over the beach damages my shoes, and it hurts my knee.
So the years have not spared you, my friend. It's the same for all of us.
That is exactly what I said to myself when I saw you back from your travels.
Poirot.
Do not be offended, Hastings. I can see Jack waiting for us. And from his face, I would say that things are not looking good.
Pobrecita. Bueno, hasta acá nos quedamos. ¡Mua!